another women's matchup here for the quarterfinals. Kaitlyn Christian versus Mya Bui. Starting off hot, Mya with an incredible backhand roll to Kaitlyn Christian's backhand. What are they going to need to do? What is she going to need to do? Rather, Michelle Esquivel.
Another player I have not seen until today on grandstand court, Mya. She looks to have, she has tremendous ground strokes. Obviously, that can come from tennis, but this isn't tennis, right? So she's got to find a way to slow the ball down against Kaitlyn Christian. Kaitlyn loves to approach the net. She's relentless in that point. So her passing shots have to be on cue, and she's got to be able to mix it up against Kaitlyn Christian. But like I said, I've never seen her play, so it's exciting to see yet another new face on the PPA Tour.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. I mean, she definitely is a tennis player. You can see a lot of the new names are probably going to come on the tennis side of things rather than the double side of things, because doubles is a little bit more of a technical game. There's a little bit more that you have to put into it. Your partner matters a lot, and that sort of thing. There's a lot to train. A lot of singles players coming from tennis over to pickleball. It's just a much easier transition, generally speaking.
Mya, the number 26 seed from Ontario, Canada.
Another Canadian.
Yeah.
Oh, Canada. That's horrible because we're in the USA. Party in the USA.
But we do have a stop in Toronto in 2025. That's exciting. One of our international stops.
I'm sure we will see Mya there. Kaitlyn Christian, obviously, another singles participant in the CIBC finals, coming in #1 seed out of the pool play.
Side out.
I believe she got silver. Did she not? No, 4th.
At the finals.
At the CIBC finals in San Clemente. Local sponsors are Leo Rivera, Forward, a local company out of Los Cab. Shout out Forward. Dennis Brown, DK.
2-1. Point.
Good shot. You can see that was a tennis volley. A lot of tennis players hit slice shots when they're coming into pickleball. Like we talked about, Michelle, the slice is more of a passive shot, right? Not that aggressive. Kaitlyn Christian, such an athlete.
Side out.
Moves really well, has incredible footwork. She's getting settled into this match.
Yeah, she's a tremendous athlete. Played at USC, was a tennis star. Won the Ojai Championships. Stunt double for Emma Stone.
No way?
Yeah.
Queen Emma Stone? Get out of town. La La Land Emma Stone?
Yeah, in Battle of the Sexes. Remember that movie?
No.
You got to watch it.
I think that was before my time.
No, it just came out not too long ago.
Oh.
But the premise of that movie was based on a real event that happened between Billie Jean King and the sugar daddy himself.
Side out.
Wow.
You know,
Mya just put that ball away with assertion. What about Bobby Riggs?
You know, it was about him and Billie Jean King of Battle of the Sexes. It's about a real life event that happened in tennis.
That's amazing.
Anyways, back to the game. Sorry.
So curious. Kaitlyn Christian coming in this tournament as the #2 seed.
Nice.
2-3. Ball on.
Things are looking bright for her moving into 2025.
All right, here we go, players. 2-3.
I love that shot from Kaitlyn Christian. I haven't seen that too much from her this past year, is that forehand roll cross court off of the return. Setting up that angle, right?
Wow. Kaitlyn Christian, she does a great job of just applying a lot of pressure.
Point. 4-2.
That open stance serve from Kaitlyn Christian is so aggressive, and because she's open stance, she's already in position to pivot
5-2.
after she serves, and
Right.
sometimes she walks into her serve, and so that gives her variation, that gives the opponent different looks, and it's something that is great about her game. One of the very few things, many things, excuse me, about her game.
Two 5. Side out. Five 2. Point.
Some big serves from Kaitlyn Christian, definitely putting the
Timeout
pressure
receiver.
on Mya
6-2,
Bui.
1
And
minute.
Maya will call the timeout, ahead by 4.
B in the women's singles quarterfinal. Both these women looking to
Point.
show up and show out here on Grandstand Court, earn their spot in the women's singles semifinal. Kaitlyn Christian playing with so much assertion right now, up 7-2
7-2.
in game 1 against Maya. Maya, a new name here on the PPA Tour.
What a
Point.
shot
It's the
from
first time
Kaitlyn.
I've seen her playing. Great shot by Kaitlyn Christian. Thank you, Michelle. Wicked backhand she has.
More passion, more energy, more footwork.
8-2.
Off the net.
Side out.
It's hard to hit a really good, clean passing shot off your back foot. You know, you're off balance, that kind of thing. Ball's moving, it's swirling, the wind's affecting the ball quite a bit. What do you think is the best way to handle a situation like that, Michelle?
Off the net.
Off the net, you're off balance.
2-8.
Get into balance.
Get into it.
Get in.
Point.
Fast footwork. If you've seen a lot of the players like J.W. Johnson, Georgia Johnson, Rafa Hewitt, they've been giving like different looks on what they do off the court as far as conditioning, and the ladder. I highly recommend it. When I was a coach, I made all my tennis players get on that ladder
Love
because
it.
it gets you on your toes and it makes you pivot and move in different directions.
Side out.
And it's like the best tool you could utilize off the court.
Yeah, love to hear that. That's good. I mean, you know, footwork is everything, especially in singles.
8-3.
What a reach.
Wow,
And what a reaction.
incredible display of athleticism by Kaitlyn Christian. I mean, she had no business getting that ball back over. Wicked shot by Maya.
Nine 3.
Wow,
Side out.
great get by Maya. She
Kaitlyn
said,
Christian was
you can be athletic, I can be athletic too.
It was interesting because Kaitlyn Christian hit this beautiful inside-in forehand. She kind of admired it, like, ooh, and she stayed in the wrong position after she hit her own shot.
Yeah, I don't think Kaitlyn needed to let that ball bounce. Wow,
Side out.
Kaitlyn's feeling it. A wicked passing shot, nice little hybrid heavy topspin ball.
Nine 3.
It's interesting how none of these, they didn't really come up to the kitchen line at all. They just sort of were hitting ground strokes, very tennis-esque.
When you get pushed back at the baseline, it's really hard to come in when there's a lot of topspin on the shot that's pushing you back.
Right.
So it's It's a matter of when you could actually step in and move
3-9.
forward after the shot. You have to be really good position for that.
Side out.
That ball stays in. That backhand down the line is so big from Christian.
So wicked.
Nine, 3.
Nice
Side
dip
out.
from Maya on the backhand side.
Using like the loud.
3-9. Side out. Nine, 3. Point. Timeout receiver. 10-3.
We have a
1 minute. Side out. 3-10. Side out.
really good job by Kaitlyn Christian staying calm, cool, collected.
Point.
Game point for Kaitlyn Christian.
10-3. Side out.
Maya, down but not out, fighting for every point.
3-10. Side out. Game point. 10-3.
Ooh,
Side out.
just missed that one wide.
She got what she wanted.
Yep, she did.
Again, it's that big backswing. All she had to do there, Kaitlyn, was tag that ball out in front.
3-10.
Out.
Ball is out. Side out.
Ball was just a little bit long
Game point.
for Maya, showing some visual
10-3.
frustration there. She was hoping that ball was in. She could find a little bit of momentum. Maya's doing a great job at defending the game point. I mean, it's just really hard for her to get any sort of offense when she's serving. You know, in pickleball, the game wasn't designed for the servers to have the advantage. So
3-10.
that can be sometimes why it's so hard to win a point.
Yeah, the funny
Point.
rule about pickleball is that you cannot serve and volley, and that's what gives the advantage to the returner, is that they can return and come up to the net and take a ball out of
4-10.
the air if necessary.
Right. That's why, you know, when you're the
Side out.
return of server, it's so important, especially in, you know, I know we're watching singles,
Game
but for
point.
all those singles players playing doubles, it's so important to
10-4.
always come all the way up to the kitchen line on the return to serve, because you don't have to wait for the ball
Side
to
out.
bounce. And people obviously look at pickleball and they're like, oh my gosh, you know, she's up 10-3, 10-4. Just put the, all she has to do is just make it. It's not that easy, folks.
Especially on service
4-10.
possession.
Correct.
Side out.
There's so many factors that play into the singles. You know, you're redlining, you're hitting the ball as hard as you can, you're returning it as deep as you can, you're always looking for those, you know,
Game point.
openings,
10-4.
tons of factors that come into play. Wind. And that's game one. Kaitlyn Christian.
Timeout. Change end. 2 minutes.
Kaitlyn showing her athleticism, her expertise. She's looking good here. The Canadian player new on tour, Kaitlyn
Time
Christian,
in.
looking to
0-0.
advance to a spot in the semifinal.
Locked in. Locked and loaded. Here we go. Game number 2. who's going to come out on top. Kaitlyn Christian showing you why she's an absolute stud in singles. That little inside-out forehand side spin. Difficult shot for Mya to handle. Takes incredible footwork. Takes you really having to get underneath the ball to redirect the spin.
1-0.
Kaitlyn Christian up 1-0.
Point.
You know, Mya has all the shots, it seems like, to take the win.
2-0.
It's just a matter of believing it.
Point.
So many differences from tennis to pickle. Like, it takes a while, even though you might have the skills, it takes a while to make the adjustments because there are some huge differences.
3-0.
It's not a heavy, fuzzy, you know, tennis ball. This is a plastic wiffle ball. It moves differently. There's different.
A 10-second break was all I needed.
Time in. 4-0. Point.
That ball sails a little bit wide. Kaitlyn Christian, she's applying a lot of pressure coming up to the net. I think that's something that we should all be aware of. When you stay at the baseline, there's not a lot of threat there. When you come up to the kitchen line, there's quite a bit of threat. And she's coming up on pretty much every ball, and she's handling the kitchen really well. Just finding every opening available to her currently. I think it's going to be up to Mya to strike. She's going to have to try something a little bit different. She's going to have to try to start rolling the ball around a little bit more as Kaitlyn Christian's coming up to the net really well, instead of just trying to pass her.
Point.
That's a really good shot. You know, you always have to be ready for the serve. The serve, the return, two most important shots. You have to get low,
7-0.
low. Bend those knees.
Side out. Zero 7. Point.
Really great ball by Mya. Nice two-y topspin attack. She gets a lot of power off that two-y.
One 7.
Just out from
Just
Kaitlyn
long.
Christian, yeah.
Yeah.
Good idea, though.
Definitely in Kaitlyn's budget.
2-7. Point.
That ball, Kaitlyn just didn't really bend her knees enough. She didn't really activate her lower half of her body. Kaitlyn, though, laughing it off, smiling, keeping it light and polite. Winning with class. She has a very demanding lead here at 7-3.
She's my junior.
7-3.
Yeah, I'm Jordan. She's your doctor. She's my junior.
It's just crisp. It's just, Kaitlyn just hits such crisp shots. Her serve is crisp. Her volleys are crisp. And it's like we talked about, Michelle, previously with Leah Jansen, just like how experience really matters, because it just allows you to think clearly out there, and it allows you to trust yourself and play with confidence, knowing you're making the right decisions on the court. Mya there finding a great passing shot opening. Kaitlyn just guessed the wrong way there.
3-8.
On that court, missed serve. It's the difference between a little bit of these lower level singles players, these higher level, they just don't make errors like that.
8-3. Point.
With a little bit more experience, though, with just a little bit more experience, I'm sure we will be seeing.
And you have to enjoy the experience. You know what I mean? You have
Embrace
to,
it. Handle it with
yes,
grace.
Yes.
Yeah. You can't be too hard on yourself or anything. I mean,
Pickleball.
yeah.
9-3.
Pickleball is can be just the most frustrating game ever.
You gotta have fun. You gotta have fun out there in order to enjoy the journey. You know, you could have fun and miss all these shots, and you could still learn from it, right?
Yeah.
It's the perspective, and having fun is just gonna get you through it, and it's gonna feel like it's not gonna feel like a job.
Right.
It's gonna feel like hard work, like well-earned hard work.
Yeah.
9-3.
I agree with that.
Pickleball's so cool. What a
Nice.
shot, Kaitlyn
Wrap
Christian.
around.
That
Wow.
nice little roll there, finding that little angle on the shot right there.
Match point.
Here we go. Match point for Kaitlyn Christian, looking to
10-3.
secure her spot in the women's singles semifinals. Kaitlyn Christian.
Point. Game. Match.
Yeah, taking it in 2 games, going off to the semifinals. She did such a great job with her footwork. She stayed focused. As we both mentioned, the experience was awesome.